Okay, so now it's working. Hello everyone. नमस्कार सभी मौजूद participants, stakeholders. Normally, our experience has been more of dialogue that works better with stakeholders rather than monologues. So I'm more happy taking specific concerns or issues from all the members who are here right now rather than me speaking anything per se. I'm very clear that all our members and you are very senior Bharatji, I can see Abuji, Shailendraji, all the leadership of your sector is here. So the details of the regulations or the amendments, everything has been already discussed and people are aware what change is coming. I may not be, repeating the same thing again. Only thing I can share with you is that FSSAI has been committed to not only facilitate the mandate of food safety, but also the mandate of the government as a whole, which includes making way forward to the CPCB and MOEFCC's vision of a circular economy through their regulation. And we are very proud that in last 1 year, we have not only brought the regulation around approval of the recycled PET uses in the food packaging, but also we have enabled the framework. We have completely all with our teething troubles and with our challenges, and in a very, very collaborative manner and in a very truly one nation manner. We have worked with the industry. Many of those are startups. So that way, and of course, some are veterans, and there's been a lot of learning. There has been a lot of uh, co-development kind of approach on both sides. We have held several consultations. We have held several discussions on whenever we are facing problem or we are learning about new things. So overall, I think my experience working with our packaging industry as an individual sitting in this chair has been fantastic and very positive and very, very, forward looking. So having said that, like today I learned, every day I'm learning. So whenever I'm talking to packaging industry, something new comes around. And today I came to know of this some ethylene vinyl alcohol polymer thing. So there are some stakeholders who were talking about the use of it and all. And I thought, mm, for me, the better thing always is to learn from you guys and to address concerns, if any, from your end. So I straight away hand over this forum back to the audience, back to the present members. If you have any particular concern, any particular query from FSSAI, please let me know right now, and whatever I can address, I will do now, and other things we'll see.
Thank you
So
so much, ma'am. It has been a
Ji.
great. I'm really thankful to you that you had taken a valuable time and being a part of this. Yes, we all know that Fasai and especially you have been always accessible for addressing the queries, ma'am. With regards to the clarification that people are eager to know from the EPR policy, and that's a generic survey that we have done across. Two things which is critical to understand, that when it comes to the audit norms for the traceability and for the compliances of the mandates of the recycled content, FSSAI role would also be critical in this regards. So how is the SOPs, or how is it going to be for validation of the quality aspects on the food grade contact? And what would be the role of FSSAI in the EPR part of it when it comes to the audit and the compliance fulfillment for the use of the recycled content, ma'am?
Right. So traceability is a shared concern. Even our last meeting that we had held with all the RPET applicants and those who are manufacturing it right now, this is what we also have flagged from our end, although in a different context. Uh, but maintaining traceability records, not only at the time of submitting their initial dossier, but also subsequently throughout the life cycle of the product and processes. This is a common ask uh, to continue with that practice. And CPCB has categorically made it mandatory from the environment perspective, I can see. And in this regulation, that has come up as a very, emphatically, it has been brought out that traceability is going to be the key difference or the key uh, area of bringing more rigor, more structure, and to remove implementation hurdle. If you ask me truthfully, as such, FSSAI as on date doesn't have a framework. And the reason has been largely that last year we just started laying out the first set of, you can say, pavement has been laid. And now it is time step by step to add on to it. We are trying to build a database of all the packaging or manufacturing businesses who are dealing with food. Uh, then another step would be to link it with CPCB's traceability framework and the modalities which CPCB is following. And I'm always of the opinion that in one country, it's always good that the regulators themselves align to each other. They try to see that where my regulation ends and where the other regulation begins, and that gap filling and that bridging we should do, and it is very much our responsibility. So we as a regulator would look forward to integration with the CPCB's traceability framework, and we'll see if there's any specific requirement emerges, which again I will and we will learn from you guys only as we go on interacting. Uh, in the month of May, we see a possibility of exclusive discussions on this issue only. Once there is some pending tasks are to be done. So maybe we'll become wiser by that time. And coming to the other meeting target, I see that already industry has taken it in a very positive way. A lot of mechanisms they have developed, buying of credits and all those. So as such, RPET is the only obligation from FSSAI's point of view, which even CPCB will ask you to comply with. The other materials we haven't allowed yet. There's another concern around primary and secondary packaging. So I think that also, because RPET is the only material, so those cartons and the secondary packaging material gives you scope to use recycled plastic and go on meeting those targets in that segment. So it's not necessary that food contact, the direct food contact material is the only way to meet those targets. So that's the way I would believe that these targets will be met. And in any ways, we are going to take up a lot of application this year. That is my hope. And a lot of new facilities will also come up. And I think I've answered whatever
Yeah.
knowledge
Yes.
base I have as of now. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, just a quick one in following up with that, because you have already mentioned that there are no standards laid down right now currently with regards to the materials apart from the pad. Now, this makes it a very also critical part of it, that for seeking the exemptions, the food contact material, yes, you have clearly stated that it's category 1, category 2, and category 3. It is not going to be specific as polymer side of it. The CPCB targets are very well defined as category wise, and hence the target fulfillment, it's not going to be a challenge. If that's been taken in a very systematic approach, which we have seen across, that is possible if they go SKU wise implementation. Hence, the industry should also get a clear message, has got a clear message from MAM. It's a category wise segregation on the targets, and hence that can be achieved quite easily. The roadmap from here for the other polymers, ma'am, how do you foresee specifically in the MLP part of it? Because that has been
Yeah, so I mean, this is a very difficult question for us also. In chat box, I can see one question is around PEPP, and then I also see that how to go ahead with the multi-layer packaging and all.
yeah,
So, see, I'll say if we have to, even as a consumer, even as a producer, manufacturer, if I have to delineate my priorities, always we have to remember that human health and human safety always comes first, even before the environment safety.
correct.
So there must never be a confusion. So when you come to us and you try to tell us that हमको MOEFCC का mandate comply करना है, MOEFCC will never override FSSAI to force anybody into anything. This is there, and this amendment also in a way says the same thing, that if the other regulator has approved something, then you are not using, you are at a fault. But the other regulator hasn't approved, then MOEFCC is not going to force you, because last time also for the last financial year, we supported industry's constraints. So MOEFCC did talk to us. They did take data from us. We told them that as of now, only this much facilities are working, only this much ton of or metric ton of recycled material is available. Considering that, they have taken their steps forward. So this will always continue without taking our inputs and the realistic picture into cognizance. They cannot probably pass standalone any such directions. And nonetheless, as I said, there are these secondary packaging avenues also available where recycled plastic will be going on. And PEPP is giving us some challenge. One, because with the other regulators, as we see, that traceability is the key. So the earliest we as a nation, you guys as an industry, the earliest we can establish the segregation protocols, the traceability protocols, and the assurance of that complete loop of recycling, where it is very clear that a food packet has gone back into food recycling, and that kind of assurance, that will be the game changer. Then probably these too many limitations with PEPP will slowly start fading away, and any regulator that has taken a lead and has given approval with PEPP, they have pretty much ensured that. And that is one way. Secondly, some of these discussions are at various stages in our statutory risk assessment bodies, and we are keeping all the industry in loop, especially the FBOs and the people who are dealing with FSSAI from the packaging industry also. So normally all our stakeholder consultations involve all of you, and we are constantly discussing with you. And with your joint consent only, the next set of directions will emerge from FSSAI. So FBOs also have their own set of concerns. It's not always about कि हमको ये सिर्फ recycle ही करना है. सेफ रिसाइकलिंग होना है, सेफ मटेरियल आना है, सेफ मटेरियल में फूड को जाना है. इवेंचुअली FBO इज लायबल. तो फूड बिजनेस ऑपरेटर का पूरा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है सारा का सारा इंश्योर करना. तो उनका जो फियर होगा उसको भी एड्रेस करना है हमको, सबको करना है, क्योंकि आपका माल भी उन्हीं को बिकेगा. तो हैविंग सेड दैट, ये सभी डिस्कशन चालू है और आप सब हमारे साथ रहिए, हमको थोड़ा अपना शेयर ऑफ नो हाउ दीजिए और हम काम करेंगे. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's a great insight from you. And really, the industry was waiting forward to hear from you. This kind of insights are very rare, especially the industry interactions. Yes, there has been a multiple stakeholders interaction that has happened over the period. But this is something that have been addressing direct to such a large audience was always a kind of added value. So thank you for joining, ma'am, for this particular
Thank you.
webinar. I'll now open, I'm sure you have an engagement also followed up. So in case, ma'am, you would like to present something else or viewpoint, because almost everything has been covered across. But we look forward for having more engagement sessions with you as AnantTattva. And of course, we have Dr. Habu and Bharat Mehta sir and everyone who has been guiding across for FSSAI guidelines as well. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure. So thank you for inviting me, and I would like to take leave now because there are other meetings. And
Sure,
somebody in the chat said that maybe some members are aware, some are not aware. So the only thing we can tell you is that we are doing these consultations very, very regularly, and will request your, associations to share it with all of you. Whenever we are inviting, please feel free to share with all your stakeholders, concerned parties, and together we will make the difference for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now, I am, with the permission of all the panelists, I'd like to have 5 questions from the audience who would like to take a